Hi everyone, it's Vincent, and today I'm going to talk about the Radqueer community. So before I start, a trigger warning that I'm going to talk about some very triggering things, so just a heads up. So a Radqueer is someone who thinks that trans IDs, which are short for trans identities, which means identifying as whatever you want, and paraphilias, which are atypical sexual interests that could potentially hurt people, such as being attracted to kids, animals, or dead bodies. Those are some of the ones that actually do hurt people, are part of the LGBTQIA community, or at least they support them. Their symbol is a strawberry and a rainbow. Some paraphilias, like being attracted to an inanimate object like a blanket, don't hurt anyone, just like otherkin and its form therian. Now, an otherkin is someone who identifies as non-human. And a therian is a form of otherkin, which means identifying as an animal. Those don't hurt anybody. An example of otherkin would be velvet cupcake kin, when someone identifies as a red velvet cupcake. A trans ID that doesn't hurt anybody would be trans mermaid, when someone identifies as a mermaid. And also an example of therian may be like identifying as like a shark or a fish or whatever. And another example of therian could be trans sleepy bunny, which is when someone identifies as a sleepy bunny. So those don't hurt anyone. Another trans ID that doesn't hurt anyone is perma colorful weighted blanket, where someone permanently identifies with wearing or having on a colorful weighted blanket. But there are some trans IDs that do hurt people, like trans harmful and trans harmed. Those are ones that advocate, well not advocate, but those are the ones that you identify as things that do hurt people, or you identify as being hurt by other people, which is obviously not okay. And again, as I mentioned, some paraphilias are not consensual, such as, like I said, a kid being attracted to kids, animals, or dead bodies. Those are not okay for very obvious reasons. They're not consensual. So Radqueer was coined on Tumblr by Tumblr user Folk Divine Mephisto. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. On November 14th, 2021. So this user felt that the LGBTQIA community was hypocritical and prudish to not include paraphilias and trans identities in the community, which is a very queerphobic thing to say, that we're prudish and hypocritical. It is queerphobic to say that. The user even made a flag to represent Radqueers. So eventually it was found out that this user believed that the non-consensual paraphilias were okay. So the word Radqueer was recoined by Radqueer on May 15, 2022 with a new flag, and it focuses more on just accepting paraphilias and trans IDs rather than saying that they're LGBTQIA inherently, which they're not. And I want to make it clear that we don't support Radqueers. They're not part of our community. They never will be part of our community. It's not, they're not welcomed. So there's various forms of Radqueer, and one of them is Xeno-Satanism, which it's not a form of Satanism. It's not identified with the religion of Satanism. It has nothing to do with it. And Xeno-Satanism pushes for illegal activities such as cannibalism and abolishing the age of consent, which I don't think I have to explain why those things are not okay. They're not okay. So an example of a Radqueer group would be NAMBLA, which is short for the North American Man-Boy Love Association, which was founded in 1978, way before the word Radqueer was made. And they advocate for getting rid of age of consent laws, which again, it's not okay. Not only do they advocate for abolishing the age of consent laws, they advocate for putting that shit into the LGBTQIA community, which again, they're not welcome. We don't claim them. They hurt people. We don't. They never will be. They never will be. So this is a negative mirror of the LGBTQIA community, to be honest. What they want is what queerphobes like to say about the LGBTQIA community, such as conflating non-straight sexualities with paraphilias that hurt people, or conflating being transgender to identifying as animals or objects. They're not the same thing at all. You know, sexualities that are not straight have been proven to not hurt anybody. That's why it's consensual. It's based on consent. And it's also been proven that trans people's brains are similar to the brains of the gender that they feel that they are. So there's evidence to back this up. It's been proven, you know, by science. So Radqueer is not okay, and do not interact. Do not interact. Block and report if you come across one. It's like I said, it's just not okay. So thank you for listening, and happy Pride.